Je suis bourgeois et vous? In this video, I'm going to talk about the times that I got called bougie and what my response was. As a matter of fact, I am bougie. And I will also discuss the origin and the history of bougie-ness and why I do not mind being called bougie. This channel and this video is for everyone, especially for the ones that identify with the 𝘰𝘰𝘰𝘰𝘃𝑠 and the Blair Waldorfs of the world, that are daddy's girls. And not everyone identifies with the struggle, which I see so much when it comes to Black content. Some people can identify with private schools and with being taken care of. It's a real experience, and that's what I kind of miss on this platform. My experience. Maybe you didn't grow up like that. This video is also for you, for the ones that don't identify but can relate. So I have broken down this video in one talking point, which is the history of being bougie. Meu nome é Gina Luz, deixe a luz na sua vida. You can follow me on my Instagram handle, which is here. That is Gina and Luz. So I have been told that I am bougie, high class, posh, elite, and whatnot. And instead of going against it, I am embracing it. I am bougie and I'm very proud about it. I take very much pride in my many cultures, my expensive taste, and my first-class adventures. But what is bougie? What is bourgeois? So I have broken down this video in one talking point, which is the history of bougie-ness. And vamos lá, European style. The history of bougie-ness. La bourgeois is a social class that has developed in the Middle Ages when cities expanded in France. The cities were called la bourge. Before that, there were only two social classes in France, the peasants and the nobles. The peasants had no to little formal education and worked all their lives, which were usually very short. And the nobles, on the other hand, had a life of leisure, while some of them took good care of their farms and were like businessmen. But a lot of them did nothing but play. They knew about the arts, about music, about literature, and enjoyed gourmet foods and wines. Children had tutors, so in the end, that social class had the most of the cultural knowledge of France. The key elements of the French bourgeois are proper social networks. For instance, being bourgeois comes with a lot of rules and responsibilities. You are always in the spotlight, representing your family, your social class. You have to be prepared and proper and ready at all times. The way you live your life is thought to be a direct result of the education you've received from your family. It should be deeply ingrained into you. There's just no acceptable way around it. La bourgeois follow very strict rules, in particular when it comes to politeness, how to dress, house decoration, table manners, and housing rules. The French la bourgeois tend to keep to themselves, choosing friends in the right circles and marrying within the same social class or even up, hypergamy. Entertainment is a big part of their social lives, and everything has to be picture perfect. And lots of efforts are invested in showing off to their guests. Understanding these codes will be extremely useful when you're traveling to France or want to understand the French culture better. In my opinion, you can claim being bougie when you understand the etiquette and proper mannerisms. And when it comes to being bougie, like in Europe, because I am not from France, but I am European. In my own country, we also have a social class. It's a class that you were either brought up in or you get in contact with because you go to the same school. These were my peers. I've gone to school with them. You're probably thinking, like, does she think that she belongs to them? Or I actually feel that I do belong to this social class,
But in a way, I feel that I don't belong in this social class because I feel that I can turn into hood when I need to, but I can be bougie when I want to. It's, I think, a matter of being comfortable in the environment you're presented with. And I have seen and I've noticed that I can blend myself into so many different environments. So I claim being bougie, but I don't claim being bougie, if that makes sense.
I went to the university with them, and what I have seen and what I've noticed, this social class tends to have certain mannerisms, and there are certain brands that they choose to wear and indulge themselves in certain activities as well, as golf or rowing, or they go to certain sororities. But before I go, I want to ask you something. Come closer. No, I mean really close. What did you say, Amor? Are we going to be bougie together? Drop one of these so I know that I am not alone in this. If you like this video, make sure to subscribe to my YouTube channel. Would love that. And just click on the subscribe button. It's free, and please do not forget to comment below. Meu nome é Gina Luz. Deixe-me ser a luz na sua vida.